Oh shit, there's one, but I think I could still choke him out. I'm just gonna go to the far right side because I was blocked out by that crashed subway train or bus. I gotta be careful not to alert any infected that could be basic runners that could spot me. No, these are just clickers.
There's so many of them.
Let's just keep at it.
I'm sure I could probably just sneak by them one by one, as I did before. Oh my god, I'm like in close distance and they can't even see me. Splat. Nice. Okay, that doesn't look like a shed required door, so we're gonna go back outside. Now, there's gonna be a lot of runners, so I just gotta know where they're at. That way I could get like good shots of them. Oh, easy peasy. Doesn't seem like there's any more runner base infected. Just gotta like watch their patterns a bit. The next thing I will have to do is distract those other clicker bloater base infected types. So like judging from the sound design of those bloaters, they're like at a stage where they're like too far gone. Like their vocals and their any way that they could project sound vocally is just like completely screwed up by the fungal infection. Alright. After all that, I didn't even notice. Shit. Yeah. Look at that. Easy does it. Alright, let's do it.
We're good. I don't think they can reach us now.
Okay.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it.
And she does. But everything else that happens in part 2, yeah, nope. Don't want to get into discussing it though. I got into today was pretty interesting. I got into some serious Twitter wars with a lot of defenders of part 2, and why my arguments state how the game doesn't make any sense with its themes and stuff, and you know, and I get the constant strawman arguments where I haven't played the actual game, so I'm not entitled to my opinion. Well, good for you if you have played a game. For me to play the game would mean to pay money to Naughty Dog so I can play it. Which fuck that. I'm not gonna pay shit to play the fucking game, but I know it's gonna be shit. And I like keep iterating how based on my viewing of the 10 hours cinematic cut I found on YouTube, the game, much like part 1, is story based. So gameplay mechanics aren't really I would definitely say the gameplay is worse for the full-on experience, but as a game, it's very reliant on its story, much like part 1. Only difference is part 2, it's a very badly written story, and part 1's a well-told, thoughtful story that does execute its story and characters much better than part 2. So it was an interesting, eventful day I had. Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting because there's gonna be like a clicker right there. It's gonna like pounce at Ellie.
You okay?
Yeah. You're just
That was terrible. Man, I don't even have any ammo for my other pistol types. I think there's like a workbench somewhere. I know it. Oh yeah, there it is. Let me check for anything else I can find before I upgrade.
Watch your head.
Oh, cool. Oh wow, that's it? You know what? I'm just gonna like reload this. Oh, never mind. Well, the more scraps the better. I'm gonna start upgrading. Let's see.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, so that's about it. Alright. Well, I mean, that's the last glimpse of, that'll be the last view of, upgrading any weapons from this point on. Yeah, right there.
Just stay put.
Not going anywhere.
Who knows if there's gonna be more infected? Because this feels very similar to having to dive underwater for Seb and Henry. Is there anything I can find here? No. So it's just an empty room. There we go. Business as usual, as I would like to call it.
Hello.
Be there. Be careful.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I have to like. Fuck. Oh yeah, wait, I think I'm okay. Oh yeah, the fucking ladder snaps off. I remember this. She pulls down the ladder snaps off, and I have to like work my way around to create a bridge. Yeah, there we go.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, no, that's not where I want to set it. So I gotta go through that hallway, and then I gotta pick up the ladder from above, since I found my way up there. Alright. Oh, wait, this is the way I came in. What the shit? Yeah. Great, so I gotta do this whole thing again. I think after this, I was thinking about tackling Alien Isolation since I just double dipped on the game on the PS4. I got it off PSN on a good bargain, along with the DLC missions. So, and yeah, it's a very underrated game in my opinion. Definitely one of the better survival horror titles, and it's definitely the best thing to come out of the Alien franchise, more so than anything AVP or Ridley Scott post Prometheus has made. But yeah, Alien Isolation, I'd like to give that another go because I'm very fascinated about the game. Oh yeah, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for the idea of revisiting Isolation. I'm actually gonna do this in hard difficulty. I'm not sure if I'm ready for Nightmare, because Nightmare was, of course, a fucking nightmare to, like, get through. Where, like, enemies are much more tougher, the alien AI is a lot smarter and more self-aware when it's present. Very few supplies. No waypoint map to help you out. That's a big difference in Nightmare difficulty. Alright, let's do it. This is where we get our critical moment, where Ellie nearly drowns and Joel tries to resuscitate her. But then come the Fireflies, who are trying to ruin Joel.
Right behind you.
Fucking assholes. And just for that, they deserve to die. like Joel being held at gunpoint for so long, even at one point where he lost his daughter from a soldier, and it's like the moment where Joel can't stand it anymore, so he's going to do it for Ellie. Fight against the power.
Welcome.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
Alright. Yeah, this is it. This is the big bus moment. The fucking bus doors just break open from below, and then Joel's caught in there. Fuck.
I'm gonna crank it up a bit.
Come on, come on. That must be so fucking terrifying. Oh, jeez, Ellie, I'm right below. Fuck. And the fucking current's just like pushing her away. It's same thing with Joel here. Fuck. Fuck. I gotta go get her.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Jesus. Assholes.
Welcome to the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to it.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
Fucking hell, just right away to deny his choice to see her.
We can't.
And even her
She's being
choice.
prepped for surgery.
The hell do you mean surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Oh boy.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me.
Stop. I get it. But Whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised her mother I would look after her.
Why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. If he tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joe.
Get up. I said get up.
What's even worse on top of that, besides not giving Joel or Ellie the choice to see each other for the last time, but what happened to the guns that Joel was promised from the beginning?
I said move. Give me an excuse.
You ain't gonna take any shit.
Which way? What the fuck you doing? Keep walking. I say keep walking.
Fuck you.
There was an operating room. I ain't got time for this. Where? Top floor, the far end.
Awesome. Okay, I gotta grab the rounds that guy might have dropped. Yeah, here we are. Now this fucking stretch, I had a fucking horrible time trying to get by here, especially on Grounded, because this is the worst on Grounded, out of all things. Because every time because here's how the AI pattern works out here. They'll send 2 guards out. If I take them out, they'll send another round of 2 guards. If I take them out, they'll send out another round. Especially when I get further. And there's gonna be like, shit. Oh fuck. No, let me start over. Yeah, because the AI patterns here, it's like every time I kill like a duo of guards, I'll send another duo. When I get further there, it's gonna trigger a point where they'll send more guards out. But then there's gonna be like 2 guards guarding the entrance to one of the upper floors, and every time I do get close, I either get spotted, or they send 4 more guards out to find me, or I just get shot over and over and over again. I played this last time like during. I played this game like this past January actually, and I had a tough time getting by here. That I had to like lower the difficulty. Don't come. Too close. Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna dispose of them pretty quickly. Oh man, that's too damn close.
surprises for me.
Okay, cool. So here come the other two. I'm not sure what the hell this guy's doing. But yeah, when it comes to Alien Isolation, I'm like the master of that game. I have no fear. I could get by like the first encounter with the alien in the medical labs pretty quickly. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, he's mine. I like how, like, especially unlike most games of the generation, it sounds very gun crazy. I mean, this is a game where scavenging items is definitely high priority, but when it comes to guns, it builds up to these moments. It feels earned for the player. And there's a purpose to why you find these guns, especially the assault rifle. Like, you're going against this surviving military force, the same kind of organization that costed Sarah's life as a way for humanity to survive, but they still fell. And here you're using the same weapon that killed her daughter against the thing that took her. Alright, there we go. So there's going to be a couple of them. There's one guy in the just far away, right there. I know there's probably another one searching within that room, beyond that medicine cabinet. Just gotta wait. He's mine. Beautiful. Fuck. Fucking hell, I was doing so well. Oh, but oh yeah, another thing that made this level quite shit to play through, the checkpoint system. It's very unforgivable. If I play on grounded, it takes me back right in the far beginning of this stage. Oh fuck. Well, I lost my two arrows, man. How did I lose that much health?
Cover me, I'm moving up. I'm going over this way. Go check over that way. I know you're here. Huh?
Fucking hell. How many more soldiers are there? Beautiful. I'm gonna fry you. Alright, let's go. Oh fuck, I meant to grab the fucking ammo rounds. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, so that's a piece of information there, where it does seem like from the surgeon's point of view, it seemed like it was possible that they could vaccinate Ellie's fungal growth that they got out of her immune brain. But then we get this dire piece of recording from Arlene. So that's something interesting because it seems like there was like it does comes across that there's no other choice, but it seems like just based on her just based on her the tone of that recording, it seems like there's just only one last ditch effort that is just extracted by surgical means, which don't sit too well with Joel. Alright, but I could look at... I think there are some notes I could find here too, with more clues. Because I checked carefully here, and there were clues that did say that there's no other way, really, for the Fireflies to vaccinate it. Let's see. So... Okay, yeah, so this is just Marlene's reports when... that add up to the days where until they found us. Let's see. This is interesting. They look at me and I know what they're thinking. There were a bunch of incompetent grunts. What was I supposed to do? I thought I was going to die. My men are being hunted by the entire Boston battalion. I had to get her out of the city. How was I supposed to know the Firefly escorts were already dead? Damn it. In the end, I healed pretty damn quickly, and my men are more capable than I do give them credit for. More than a handful survived the army's attack. I should have kept her with me, instead of handing her off to a couple of smugglers. I failed you, Anna. I failed all of us. I am an incompetent grunt. Sent in, spotted an older man and a young girl. What if it's her? Stop doing this, Marlene. Recon squad's about to head out. I'm about to join them. Yeah. Yeah, so it seems that Marlene and the Fireflies were at a pretty low point until they found out that we were close by the hospital. I'm sure there's got to be some more stuff here somewhere. But the thing is, with my theory on this whole thing is, even if they do vaccinate it, I mean, like, how would that improve the state of the world that it's at right now?
Hey, what was that?
Like the world at that point, and based on what Joe and Ellie had saw in their journey, had seen, it's long gone. You have people in unoccupied cities looting people and killing them for their goods. You also have like communities that resorted to cannibalism, infected that have killed many people left and right. It's like a cause that can only lead you to a corner. And it's going to be an unbreakable corner to meet. Okay, there's going to be tons of soldiers, man. Just got to patch up before I resort to any action. Gotcha.
You got any surprises for me? Huh? Well, nothing. You guys, go check over there.
I'll wait till they get closer.
I don't like this.
So easy. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna check these rooms for anything, just in case. Yes, the same room of everyone's horror in part 2. The thing that set it all in motion.
Sweet Jesus.
This is so fucking weird and very inconsistent with part 2. See the doctor here, that's supposed to be Abby's dad.
This is our future.
In
Think
part
about the lives
2,
we'll see.
no, here, he's a bit, well, it's hard to even see, but he's kind of brownish given the lighting that's projected above him. But in the in part 2, he's full on whitewashed.
Don't come any closer.
I would be given well, it's giving me the choice to either kill two of those doctors, but I'm just gonna rescue Ellie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, here we go. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Finale.
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
That ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want.
How would you know? You didn't give her the choice to do that.
And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
When they re-rendered these scenes for part 2, they didn't come off as good looking as the cutscenes here. Like the lighting wasn't right. It felt like it felt too balanced.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't time to do a bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking this home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Fuck. Ruthless. Hey, but that's Joel. See, one of the odd thing is in part 2, when I was watching the flashback stuff with Abby, and the flashbacks within the flashback, where it takes you back to when Abby's dad was still around. There was this long conversation scene between him and Marlene.
Looks like we're looking.
Marlene, I mean, according to Last of Us Part 2 continuity, Marlene would deny having the surgery operation done on Ellie. But for some reason, they made Marlene look so fucking ugly. Like here, I mean, some of the women in The Last of Us, while they're all rugged and beat up, they were still given some sense of attractiveness, but nothing too like clean and too pretty. But enough for you to like, but enough to like, just have the player have some attraction with. But in part two, I guess, according to Neil's politics, they rather have women to look as unattractive, unglamorous as possible to fit their narrative. So in the flashback stuff with Marlene, they made her look so frumpy and like aged out like hell. Like she comes off looking like a mastiff.
Down there.
Oh, yeah, this is an interesting ending touch where you're playing as Ellie because it's going to set up
A little
a
bit further now.
moment of confinement, confession. That's what I meant to say. Where Ellie has starting to show survivor's guilt from all the experiences that they endured, including with Ellie's upbringing, before it led to her being met with Joel.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. You didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
Surprised that closing scene has become a meme because I think today I find it funny, but first time I played this game, I was like, "What? That's it? That's how it ends?" Because I know the outcome of all this, but like, not relating to part two, but just what you worked for in that final stage. But like, yeah, it's just like this just ending comes out of nowhere, and it's very like Coen Brothers influence that Neil Druckmann was pulling off. But I never really understood the ambiguity of the ending. But here's something that I could add that I think that I'm willing to accept, given how part two just kind of retcons it. I was watching, or at least listening to, a Critical Drinker podcast talking about The Last of Us Part 2, and they made a good observation on the ending where Ellie is just asking for the truth out of Joel, despite what he has told her. And yeah, after, the line drop, I swear, you do get a sense that Ellie knows that he's lying. And she's contemplating about what could have happened back there that brought Ellie into where she's at with Joel. And her final line where she says, "Okay," is for me. I think based on what Critical Drinker said, it's Ellie accepting Joel's lie, but in contemplation, knowing what he did to bring her out here, she'd rather not. She'd rather just accept it. But I mean, you could listen to Critical Drinker. I'm not sure if I gave the best theory based on his, but it's a solid ending, and I don't think it was the kind of ending to set up a sequel. But of course, this game was a big hit, and so they went forward with one, and oh yeah, dogs. Well, in part 2, you end up killing a lot of dogs. So that's bizarre. I didn't notice that in the credits. But solid game. I think in headcanon, this game only exists. I don't care about part 2. I have my own set of reasons why part 2 doesn't work as a sequel. And, adds its own story. Because it's a messier, convoluted story of just holes, dumb decisions, contrivance, and hypocrisy between the messages. And frankly, it's definitely one of the most miserable and dour pieces of gaming media to have come out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess the credits are close to wrapping up. I don't plan on playing Left Behind. I'm kind of exhausted at the moment. I feel every bone in my body aching, and that could be fungal infection. But yeah, this game was a nice farewell to the generation that brought us Uncharted, and it's led us to a very questionable and unappealing era that's about to be wrapped up soon, and I guess that's been solidified with the launch of The Last of Us Part 2, which has become the most divisive game since Mass Effect 3, and I feel like it's not gonna lead Naughty Dog into a good future, especially with Neil Druckmann still running the studio partly, and the climate within the within the atmosphere that its workers are under. And I think gamers are going to be split on. They're going to be split on Naughty Dog with whatever projects they will turn out. So yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I mean, they really just gave up any integrity for a meaningful, compelling story and ways that you could explore this story. Because when I was watching the cinematic cut of Part 2, there are moments in Abby's flashbacks, in Abby's arc, that could have led to like a standalone game, like a side story in that universe. But frankly, it has to be tied to the main mythos, the main story arc with The Last of Us, and how it just killed any attachment that fans of the first game had with its core characters. And yeah, you have to give up all the integrity, reverence for its compelling story, all for the sake of like meeting brownie points for diversity quotas, identity politics, and it's weird, skewed representation of female characters that I didn't really much appreciate. But it's credits are close to wrapping up. But this has been a good time. So I think soon I'm going to be starting a live stream doing Alien Isolation in multiple parts. So it's going to be fun revisiting that game. and I have a lot to enjoy. One of the odd things about the sequel is that none of the music cues in part one ever come out in part two, except one moment that reprises that, yeah, this theme, which is, I guess, is established as the Fireflies theme. And spoilers, you play as Abby, and you find out there are more Fireflies that responded to your transmission. And so she is given the theme, but not our main characters that we followed for like the entirety of the original. All right, final title card. Trophy earned, so I was able to play on New Game Plus, and I could just replay it again. Yeah, cutscenes. Oh yeah, that's right. I have unlocks, so. What could I buy for skins? Oh, that's interesting. You could change the filter to whichever aesthetic you choose. Concept arts. I guess that's a lot to cover. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. But for anybody who has watched my final playthrough, thank you for choosing the time to watch my session of The Last of Us on MadCast Gaming. And probably sometime next week, I'm gonna start my Let's Play on Alien Isolation, the complete story. And I might do the side missions after. But thank you again for watching. And if you like this, just subscribe to MadCast Productions. You may follow me on Twitter. And I'll probably post more content along the way. Whatever comes up that I could probably make a video out of. And thanks again. Hope you have a safe night. And peace.